Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mike from the Gila Monsters of Antarctica, and this is episode 2 in our video series called Gratitude. Being a creative person, it's really great to have creative partners in your life, and so that's what this video is all about, is gratitude for your creative partners. So thanks, you guys. I appreciate everything. Okay, first up on the list is Bubba, otherwise known as Eric Glanz. He's been my songwriting partner for many years. We started off as roommates a long time ago, actually, and we've been friends for many years. We spent a lot of time in a band called the Chums, which was super cool. And if I could ever find any video or audio of that, I'll share it here. After the Chums, and that was a cool thing. We got to play really great gigs, the Fillmore in San Francisco, the Whiskey in Hollywood, and as well as, just playing around the Bay Area at Slim's and Blake's and places like that. It was super rad. After that, we moved on to a different band, Card 63, which was short-lived, but, we've always continued our songwriting. And that brings us to now, because we've had all these songs that we have collected over the last couple of years, working on songs at his home studio. So to take it to Damien's place at Chubb's has been great, and actually finish some of those songs, finish a project, and write new stuff and move on. So thankful for you, Bubs. Okay, second on the list is my real super duper longtime creative partner, Damion Gallegos from CHUbstudios in beautiful downtown Oakland, California. We've been playing together for a bazillion years. I first met him when I was in junior college. That must have been about 1988. Fucking A, right? So anyway, yeah, a long time ago. And instantly, right then and there, I knew we would be buddies, creative partners, and do a lot of cool music stuff together. So we did our Island Polygram release in 91, humongous, and that was friggin' awesome. We got to do a lot of cool shit with a lot of cool people, and it was just the most amazing experience, And then that brings us to, now, current times, and look at Bubba and I are still making music. Damien's recording us. He's got this fabulous studio, and he's got this awesome body of work. So, Damion, I love you, buddy. I appreciate everything you have done for us and how much you've taught me about, music and production and all that stuff. And for that, I am thankful. Gratitude to Damion, brother. Woo. And then last on the list, that brings me to Justin Lewis. And he's been a tremendous help on this channel. He's a guy who created this cool visual for the song Downtown Oakland that was from my band Fungo Mungo, and it came out killer. And when I saw that, I was like, oh man, this is super cool. Maybe one day if I'm lucky, I can get him to do a video for me. And then a couple of months later, next thing you know, I've got a bunch of music I've been recording. I got a catalog, and I need some visuals, and I knew exactly the guy to get a hold of, and he came through in the biggest way. And you could see a bunch of his work on this channel right here, for the song Otra Vez, The Promise. What other song do we got on there? No Worries. So he's just done an amazing job for us, and gives me tips and tricks on, the channel and stuff like that. So Justin, you're the man. I continue to look forward to getting to do more work with you, and learning and moving forward with other projects. So, and that is freaking awesome. I'm so glad. That's really extra important to me because, you could probably notice like my neck moves around a little bit, and that's from the cervical dystonia. And so it makes it hard to get out and get to do stuff, and create, and, and so having people like that around is a true godsend, and I really appreciate it. A lot of times I don't feel like creating or playing my guitar or even doing anything, and then you get a call from one of these guys, hey, you coming down to the studio, let's do some recording, or, getting hit up to, hey, let's do some songwriting today, or, just somebody saying, hey, you might try this or that. So all that is just fantastic, and I'm just really appreciate it, and it keeps me motivated, because you can't really succeed in anything if you don't even give it a good shot. So, you know, let's see what happens with this whole thing. And I'm super excited moving forward. Episode 3 is going to talk about why I'm doing this and some of my favorite YouTubers. And always we'll talk about more music and Dystonia and all kinds of weird stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. Please like, subscribe, comment. I got like 6 followers, 0 comments. So that's pretty funny. Starting small. All right. Booyakasha, guys.
Con gái gia đình tôi đó là niềm tự hào lớn nhất. Không nhìn lại, không nhìn về sự mơ nhạc, chỉ học lấy bài học. Những cây cầu tôi đọc là lịch sử, là lịch sử, là lời thầy best, là lịch sử. Dưới bầu trời mở nhịp điệu này là lời cầu nguyện, sự phục hồi này là lý do. Xem bạn